Happy World Book Day, everybody, and welcome to Ackworth Howard, the Mass Reader. We want to celebrate this wonderful day of World Book Day by having a quick competition to see if you can guess who the book is and who the reader is in school. Okay, so I'm going to run through the rules for you of our Mass Reader. So each teacher in school is going to read a passage from your favorite book. You'll receive 2 clues as to which teacher it is. You need to use the clues in the video to guess which teacher is reading the book, and you get extra bonus points for guessing the name of the book. You're going to see a video with a mask for our character, and you'll need to listen really carefully to the book and the story to see if you can guess which it is. Okay, so let's bring on our first contestant, which is the strawberry. Okay, on our right, you can see some clues about who the teacher is, so keep your eye on those as we go through them. And this is our reader for today. Okay, so listen carefully. Can you guess the book, and can you work out which teacher is reading this story? Okay, so that was a strawberry. Hopefully you listen to that, and you can rewind it if you're working from home. You might be able to see what it is. So who's behind the mask, and can you name the book? Okay, let's unmask our teacher and our book. Okay, so who was it? So the teacher reading this particular book was Mr. Barstow. And the name of the book, he was reading Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Okay, classic novel there. Next character up on the Mass Reader is the butterfly. Again, look closely at the clues to see if you can guess which teacher it is, and listen carefully to the story that the butterfly is reading.
A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. It's terribly kind of you, fox, but no. I'm going to have lunch with her.
Okay. So who is the butterfly? Can you guess the teacher who is reading? And can you name the book? Okay, let's unmask the butterfly. Okay, so who is behind the butterfly's mask? It is Miss Hunter. And the name of the book, I would imagine most of you guessed this, it is The Gruffalo by Julia Donaldson. Okay, on to contestant number 3, the shoe. So can we guess from our clues who the teacher might be? And if you listen carefully, you might also get some clues from this. And listen out for our story to see which book our teacher is reading. Okay, so can you guess who is behind the mask of the shoe? Which teacher is it? And which story is that teacher reading? Okay, let's unmask the shoe. Okay, so who is behind the mask? It is Mrs. Albea, and she was reading The Worst Witch by Julia Donaldson. Okay, on to contestant number 4, The Princess. Again, look closely at the clues to help you, and then let's listen to the story that the princess is reading. Okay, so can you guess which teacher is behind the mask of the princess? And which story was she reading? Okay, let's unmask the princess. Okay, who is behind the princess mask? It is Mrs. Robinson. And the name of the book that she's reading was Hansel and Gretel. Okay, classic there. Next up is the apple. So let's uncover the apple.
Now we must go back to the first tale, when Mowgli left the wolf's cave after the fight with the pack at the council rock. He went down to the cloudlands where the villagers lived, but he would not stop there because it was too near to the jungle, and he knew that he had made at least one bad enemy at the council. So he hurried on, keeping to the rough road that ran down the valley, and followed it at a steady jog trot for nearly 20 miles, till he came to a country that he did not know. The valley opened out into a great plain dotted over with rocks and cut up by ravines. At one end stood a little village, and at the other the thick jungle came down in a sweep to the grazing grounds, and stopped there as though it had been cut off. All over the plain cattle and buffaloes were grazing, and when the little boys in charge of the herd saw Mowgli, they shouted and ran away, and the yellow pariah dogs that hang about every Indian village barked. Mowgli walked on, for he was feeling hungry. When he came to the village gate, he saw the big thorn bush that was drawn up before the gate at twilight pushed to one side.
Okay, so who is the apple? Can you guess the teacher is the apple? And can you name the book that the apple was reading there? Let's unmask the apple. Okay, so the teacher behind the mask of the apple was Miss O'Brien. And the name of the book was The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. Okay, let's get straight on with it. This is not ITV. There's no adverts. We get straight on with our game. Let's go on to the next contestant. The owl. Okay, here's the clues to the teacher. Can we guess which teacher it is who's reading the story and what the story is being read? Oh. Okay, so can you work out who the owl was who was reading that story? And can you work out what the book that they were reading was? Let's unmask the owl. Okay, who is behind the mask? It is Mrs. Tardoff, and she was reading Owl Babies by Martin Waddell and Patrick Benson. Okay, on to our next character, the carrot. Now, with the carrot, there is an extra clue. This is an extra clue to the story. Okay, there's a skeleton here, so think about what stories children might know that have got skeletons in them. Okay, to help you, and let's listen very carefully to the carrot. Can we work out who the book is? And who the teacher is that's reading it? Okay, so who is behind the mask? Which teacher is reading that story? And could you guess the name of the book? Okay, let's unmask the carrot. Okay, so the carrot is Miss Major, and the name of the book, it was Skeleton Keys by Guy Bass, and this was the legend of the Gap-Toothed Jack. Okay, on to number 8, the teddy bear. Okay, can you guess from the clues who the teacher might be? And can you listen carefully to see what the story is? Okay, so which teacher is behind the mask? And can you name the book? Let's unmask the teddy bear. Okay, so the teacher behind the mask was Mr. Walker, and the name of the book, all you Tom Gates fans out there, was Dog Zombies Rule. Okay, on to the last one. So the last character is the tiger. Look closely at the clue. And an extra clue for this one, you need to think about what stories might be that have a tiger in them. Okay, because this is a tough one to listen to. Okay, so think about what stories tigers might have. Okay, so who is the tiger? Who is behind the mask? Can you name the book? Okay, let's unmask the tiger. Okay, so let's see who is behind the tiger mask. It's Mr. Nunn, and the name of the book is Tiger Who Came to Tea by Judith Kerr. Okay, thank you for joining the Masked Singer of Ackworth Howard.